Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today's practice is going to incorporate the whole body. We're going to get into the front side, the back side, the lateral, legs, arms, spine. It's going to be a nice all-encompassing practice so that you're going to be able to practice this daily if you'd like and come out feeling better at the end. So when you're ready, have blocks handy. You can even have a chair if you need to in front or a wall space, whatever you might need for props. Have a strap or something that you can wrap around your foot toward the end, and then come to a comfortable seat. Once you found that comfortable seat, allow your eyes to close. Take a full inhale here, and sigh it out. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Start to connect with your surroundings. Allowing yourself to be more present with every passing breath. Taking an inhale here. Let it go. Dropping into your physical body. Acknowledge where you are today. Try not to have any attachment or any judgment to anything, but just notice areas that are a little tight or tender. Any areas that feel weak, strong, anywhere in between. Just kind of notice what's happening in the body. Be mindful of any injuries that are happening. Take an inhale here. Sigh it out. And then dropping into the mental and emotional body. Scanning around in the brain, in the heart, noticing what's bouncing around, what emotions, what thoughts, what you're attached to. If any of those thoughts or emotions are a positive thing, allow them to stay with you in the room on your mat. Anything that's going to be a distraction or that's more in a negative light, that's not going to serve you in a positive way, see if you can acknowledge it. Give it a little loving kindness, and see if you can attach it to a cloud or a bubble and send it on its way. And if that thought continues to come back in, that emotion, just again give it some loving kindness and send it away. Take an inhale here. And let it go. Start to tune into your breath. Maybe bring your hands to your belly. And as you inhale, expand that belly out into your hands. And then as you exhale, draw that belly back in toward the spine. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, drawing in. See if you can get your breath to inhale to a count of 3. And then match that to an exhale to a count of 3. And at any time during the practice, if I'm saying inhale and you haven't fully exhaled, continue to exhale and then catch up when you're ready. Try not to shortchange yourself on the breath. That's what the yoga practice is all about, that breath, especially the asana practice, these poses we're practicing. It's linking that breath and the movement. So the movement dictates the breath and the movement link together. If you're comfortable, start to engage that Ujjayi pranayama, that slight narrowing at the back of the throat, creating that little ha sound or wave sound, allowing yourself to become more present. As you continue to inhale and exhale, notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders or jaw. Try to let that go. And then exhale fully, let your chin come to your chest, let your eyes blink open. As you inhale, roll forward onto those hands and knees. Use any padding you might need to under the knees for some support. And then we'll come into a little bit of cat-cow. Ground down into the hands, tuck the toes. As you inhale, lengthen forward, belly grows heavy. As you exhale, press into the hands, round the spine. Continue on with your breath, lengthening the spine, and then rounding the spine. Just finding any movements that are going to feel good. Pause where you might need to. Having that breath be nice and slow. Good, we're going to add on just a little bit here. Exhale fully. Inhale comes to a neutral spine. As you exhale, either walk the hands forward or the knees back. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Good, lengthen those toes down, reach those hands back. And as you inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, lift just the hands, reach those toes back. Long spine here, press down into the tops of the feet. Another big inhale. Exhale, release it to the ground. Hands to the floor by your chest. Tuck the toes, elbows are bent. Take an inhale, lift those hips ever so slightly. And then exhale, press back knees. Take the knees wide, hips to heels, child's pose. Good, reach through those arms. Keep the arms nice and active. Press into the hands, press the hips back. Let the head be heavy. Notice the breath, press into the legs. Notice the breath, expand the back side of your ribs. Take one more full inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, tuck those toes, find your plank. Good, ground down into those hands. Pressing here, drawing in through the low belly. Good, legs are active. You're pressing down into the floor as much as that floor is pressing back into you. Good, coming into downward dog planks, a couple rounds. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift the hips, press into the hands, downward dog. You might need to bend your knees to start. Inhale rolls you forward to plank. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, inhale rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Take a moment, bend both knees. Send those sit bones high, press down into the hands. Take a big inhale, lengthen through the side waist. Exhale fully. Inhale rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor, nice and slow. Lengthen those toes back, lengthen the arms back as you inhale, shoulder blades onto the back, reach those arms. Pinky edges lift to the ceiling, hands reach toward one another, and then maybe start to hover the feet, locust pose. Go ahead and take a full inhale here. Hold to exhale. As you inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, bend the elbows, hands by your chest. Take an inhale, lift those hips, and then exhale, press back knees. Hips to heels on those tucked toes, extended child's pose. Good, reach through the hands, take an inhale, grow long through the spine. Exhale fully here. Press into those hands, inhale, lifts the hips, straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Nice full inhale. Smooth exhale. Put a little bend into those knees. As you inhale, walk your hands back toward your feet. Once your feet are firmly on the ground and parallel, relax the head down, maybe even bend deeper into those knees. Give the head a little nod, yes. A little shake, no. Just kind of checking in here with the hips, the hamstrings, the shoulders. If it feels okay, interlink opposite hands and elbows, and maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Keeping that breath nice and fluid. As you exhale, release the hands to the floor if they're not there already. Bring your hands to your knees or shins. Inhale, lengthen out, nice long spine. Imagine you're laying on the floor. Exhale, start to draw the hands up to your hips, and then maybe reach those arms back behind you. Good, palms face one another, chest lengthens forward, press into the legs. Good, take another full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale takes the arms all the way up as you stand up. And exhale, hands release. Good, hands down by the side. Just take a moment here, check in. We're going to go through some reverse sun salutations. So we're going to start at the back of our mat. and make our way forward in our mat as we go through a couple sun salutations. So connecting breath and movement, ground down into those feet. Exhale fully here. Inhale takes those arms up. As you exhale, hands down. Adding on, inhale brings the arms up. As you exhale, fold as arms reach toward the floor or shins. Inhale, long spine, use the back. Exhale, refold. Press into those legs. Inhale takes those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands release. Adding on, inhale takes the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk those hands forward, come out into plank. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Ground down through the toes, reach those hands back. Inhale, locust pose. Exhale, lower. Hands by the side, tuck the toes, take an inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, press back, knees or toes to plank. Take an inhale and plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Full inhale there. Full exhale. Remember to press down and forward into those hands. Find length from armpit to hip. Draw in through the low belly as those inner thighs spiral back. Heels reach to your mat. Imagine pressing as much into the hands as you press into the feet. Exhale fully here. Put a little bend into your knees if you need to. And as you exhale, start to walk the hands back toward your feet. Once your feet are firmly on the ground, take a nice full inhale here, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, refold. Press into the legs. Inhale, takes the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands release. Good, adding on a little bit of a lunge here. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, walk those hands out, find your plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower knees or toes. Ground through the toes, hands stay by the side this time. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, fold. Tuck the toes, take an inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, press back, knees or toes to plank. Take an inhale there. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, takes that right leg, lift it to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum as you open your hip to the right. Inhale, lengthens that leg back out straight. Exhale, draw knee to nose as you step that foot forward. If it doesn't quite make it, help it all the way between the hands. Let that left knee drop. Shift the weight back, knee over hip, and then inhale, take those arms up. Find a little Anjaneyasana. Exhale here. Another full inhale, grow long through the sideways. And exhale, hands to floor. Inhale, straightens the back leg. Exhale, steps you back, downward facing dog. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale, takes that left leg, reach it to the sky. Exhale, heel to bum, open the hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee to nose, round the spine, step that foot forward. And then let your right knee drop. Draw the hips back, stacking knee over hip, and then inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale here. Belly draws in, tailbone drops, lift the chest, big inhale. Exhale, hands to floor. Straighten the back leg on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolls you forward, plank. Exhale, lower knees or toes all the way to the floor. Ground through those toes, press into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes. Lift those hips on your inhale. Exhale, press back, plank, and then to downward facing dog. Nice full inhale. Smooth exhale. Another round here, inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, walks those hands back toward your feet. Exhale, folding over those straight legs. As you inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Press into the legs. Inhale, takes those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Hands released by the side. Find mountain pose, Tadasana. Pause here for a moment. Nice full inhale. Exhale. Making your journey to the top of your mat. Allow yourself to have any props you need to at the top of your mat that you're going to need. And then from here, ground out into those feet. Find your Tadasana again. And exhale fully. This sequence is going to add in a little bit of balancing into it. So be wary that you might wobble. Come back into it with a smile and a breath. Exhale fully here. Inhale, reaches those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach those arms. Find chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale here. Good, take a full inhale. As you exhale, press into that right leg. Lift the left knee to your chest. Good, take an inhale here. And as you exhale, take that left knee out to the side. Good, take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, take that right foot somewhere into your right leg, that left foot into your right leg. Press into it. So it can be high up into the inner thigh, it can be near the knee, it can be on the calf. You can even have kickstand. But press leg into foot, foot into leg. Engage your glutes. And then maybe arms start to reach higher. Good, full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, takes that foot off the thigh, knee to the left. Exhale, knee to center. Another balancing pose, warrior three. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, hinge forward, maybe hands come to heart or hips as you reach that back leg back. So over time, maybe your chest is lifted, your leg is extended, and then as you find more length in that standing hamstring, chest comes down as that back leg lifts higher. Gonna take a full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale, hands to blocks or floor. And as you exhale, reach that left leg to the back of your mat. Find crest, that low lunge. Pause here, find your balance, and then engage the core. Inhale, takes those arms up, find crescent lunge. Low belly draws in. Power up that back leg. That might need less of a bend in the front knee. And then maybe take the chest up. Big inhale here. As you exhale, hands behind the back, interlink the fingers. Find a little chest opener. Inhale, rolls the shoulders back. Press those knuckles into the low back as you lift the chest. Full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, sweeps those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, opens you up, front to back, warrior two. Find that warrior two for you. Maybe it's a wider stance, meaning your feet are more hip distance apart or wider. Maybe your legs are spread apart more. Good, find the strength of your legs. Pressing down, that right knee is drawing to the right corner of your mat. Arms are reaching, but shoulders relaxed. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, straightens that front leg. Exhale, hands to your hips. Start to draw that left hip slightly forward, so you're going to lengthen yourself toward that left corner. Lengthen that chest forward. Send that left hip back, and then that right hand's going to come down to the blocker floor behind the calf. Press down into something. Roll that left hip back till you feel that inner thigh gauge, and then rotate the chest open more. Maybe that top arm reaches. So you're pressing down as much as you're lifting. Inner thighs are drawing toward one another as you press into the floor. Good, big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, bend into that right knee. Maybe that right hand stays behind you. Press that knee into arm, arm into knee. And on your exhale, take that top arm overhead. Find length from armpit to hip. Press that right hip under as your left hip goes forward as you roll the shoulders back. Maybe challenge your balance, look up. Big inhale here. Inhale, top arm's gonna reach. Exhale, looking down as that top hand comes to the top hip. Take your back leg, step it halfway up your mat, and then lean yourself forward into your blocker hand, and then exhale, lift that left leg. Good, standing on that right leg, coming into half moon pose. Spread through the toes, open the chest, and then maybe take that left arm up. Good, back leg's just as active as the bottom leg. One more full inhale. Hold to exhale. Good, as you inhale, we're gonna slowly transition into warrior two again. Start to bend into that front knee. Extend the left leg back, setting it down. And then inhale into warrior two. Hold to exhale. Inhale, straightens the front leg. Exhale, toes to the long end of your mat as you parallel your feet, hands to your hips. Take a big inhale, press into the feet, lift the chest, and then exhale, lengthen forward. Hands can come down to the blocks or the floor between your feet. And then inhale, find length in the spine. Press into the outer edges of your feet, and then exhale, drop the chest a little deeper. Tailbone lifts. Outer edges of your feet press away. Maybe lift all 10 toes. One more full inhale here. Stay to exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen the chest. Exhale, bend into those knees. As you inhale, walk yourself back to the top of your mat. Pausing here in that low lunge so you can have your blocks underneath your hands. You can have your hands on the floor. You can even drop your back knee if you need to. Take another full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Coming into a twist, left hand on the block or the floor, right arm's gonna reach up to the ceiling. Roll the shoulder blades onto the back. Lift the chest, power up that back leg, and then lean into that front knee. Another full inhale. Hold to exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, releases that right hand down. As you inhale, look forward. And then as you exhale, you're going to step that back foot to meet the front. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Bend the knees. As you inhale, take those arms up, find chair pose. Hold to exhale. Take another inhale here. And exhale, press to stands, hand by your side. Good, take a full inhale here. Side out, let that side go. Second side, inhale, takes the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, sit back in the chair. So bend those knees. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, hold. Pour your weight into your left foot as you inhale, lift that right knee up to the chest. Exhale, hold here. Inhale, right knee out to the side. Exhale, draws that foot into the left leg, anywhere that you can. High, low, medium. Press foot into leg, leg into foot. Lift the chest, tailbone drops. Both legs are active. Good, full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, takes that right knee out to the side, right foot out to the side. Exhale to center. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to bring that leg behind you, maybe hands to heart, maybe they reach forward. Find warrior three. Good, lifting that back leg, heart comes forward, belly pulls in. 2 more breaths here. Allow yourself to wobble. On your next inhale, remember those blocks are there if you need them. And then exhale, reach that back leg back. Find that low lunge. Full inhale, find your balance. Exhale. As you inhale, sweep those arms up. Find that crescent lunge. Lengthen up through the sideways. Draw in through the low belly. Good, and then power up that back leg. Come up high onto the ball of the foot. On your next exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Interlink the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, fingers into the low back, draw the low belly in. If it feels okay, maybe start to lengthen those hands either to the floor or to your back heel. Good, take another inhale. Keep drawing that low belly in. Full exhale. Inhale is going to take those arms up. And as you exhale, hands to heart. Inhale is going to open you up into that warrior two. Adjust your feet from warrior two. Relax the shoulders, open the chest. Press into that front knee. That front knee is drawing toward that left corner of your mat. Breathing in nice and smooth here into warrior two. Big inhale. Hold to exhale. Inhale is going to straighten that left leg. Exhale, hands to your hips. Let that right hip roll forward slightly. And then as you inhale, lengthen forward. Bring that left hand to the block or the floor behind the calf. Press down into that hand. Roll that right hip up. Press into the feet. And then start to rotate the chest as you take that right arm up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades onto the back. Draw in through the low belly. Tailbone's going to lengthen to your back heel. Maybe challenge your balance, look up. Big inhale here. Stay to exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, bends you into that left knee. Press the left knee into the hand or into the arm. And on your exhale, take that top arm overhead. Coming into side angle pose. Lengthening out through the top hand. Press that right hip ever so slightly forward as you roll the right shoulder back. Another big inhale here. Stay to exhale. Inhale, top arm's going to reach to the ceiling. Exhale, looking down as that top hand comes to your hip. Lean forward. On your inhale, step your back foot halfway in. And then on your exhale, stand into that left leg, extending the right leg back behind you. Keep it nice and active. Toes point to the right. Open the chest. Maybe that right arm starts to reach to the ceiling. Half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Standing legs nice and strong. Full inhale. Stay to exhale. Good. Transitioning back to warrior two. As you inhale, start to bend into that front knee. Exhale, slowly step it back, warrior two. Take a full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale, straightens the front leg. Exhale, turn the toes to the long end of the mat. I'm just going to face you here. So both toes are toward the long end of the mat. Lift the chest here, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Hands can come to the blocks or floor again. Maybe this time you lengthen the chest. And you walk those hands out, imagine you're doing downward facing dog. Maybe you come up onto the fingertips, send those hips back, let the chest drop. Maybe those palms press down. Imagine the arms and the upper body doing downward facing dog. The lower body doing that wide leg forward bend. Nice full breaths here. One more full inhale. Stay to exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders if they're not there already. Take an inhale, bend into those knees. And then exhale, walk yourself back to the top of your mat. That left foot is forward, right foot is back. Good, finding that low lunge, take an inhale. And exhale. Right hand's gonna stay to the block or floor, left arm's gonna reach up. Finding a twist. Draw in through the belly, opening up the chest. Nice deep breaths here. Really power up that back leg. Find openness through the chest. Full inhale. As you exhale, circle that top hand down. Inhale, looking forward. As you exhale, step the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Bend into those knees. Inhale, find chair pose, Utkatasana. Stay to exhale. Take an inhale here. And exhale, press to stand. Hands by the side. Take a full inhale. Side out. Good, adding on a little bit more into the sequence. Take one more inhale here. Exhale fully. Taking your feet, bringing them about as wide as your mat. grounding down into that. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold, hands to blocks or floor. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Just do a little squat. Take an inhale there. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, heels in, toes out, go maybe a little deeper. Take an inhale there. Exhale, forward fold. Bring those toes back to center. One more time, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, heels in, toes out. Drop it down to where it feels comfortable to you. Pause here for an inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale here. And as you exhale, forward fold, turn those toes back in. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, you're going to take yourself and bring that right foot to the center line. Exhale, extend that left leg behind you. Find a little standing split. So still working into the hamstring of that front leg. Draw in through the low belly. Lift that back leg as high as you can. And then maybe you start to lengthen forward more so you can look to your back toes. Making sure those toes aren't pointing to the side. They're all turning down. Good, standing splits. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, that left foot's going to step out toward the left side of your mat, coming down so both legs can come straight. You might need to walk your hands in with those blocks or maybe hands to your hips. Draw that left hip forward, right hip back, and then lengthen forward over that front leg. So hands might stay at your hips. Those inner thighs are trying to touch. Over time, maybe hands to blocks or maybe to floor, but keep drawing the chest forward, shoulder blades onto the back. Good, imagine dragging your heels toward one another. Nice intense stretch here. It's called pyramid pose or Parsvottanasana. Exhale fully here. Coming into revolve triangle or Pavrita Trikonasana. Left hand's going to stay down on the block or floor. Maybe you even bring that block up a little bit higher. Take your right hand to your right hip. Draw that right hip back, rotate through the chest, power up those legs, inner thighs trying to touch one another. And then if it feels okay for the shoulders, right arm's going to reach to the ceiling. Press into the feet, draw in through the low belly. Good, maybe challenge your balance, look up. Exhale here. Inhale, top hand to hip. Exhale, rotate the chest down, hands to blocks or floor. Take an inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend you into that front knee, wiggle that back leg back, come into that low lunge again. So again, you have options for the twist. You can keep left hand on floor, or maybe try a little deeper. Inhale, brings those hands to your heart. Back knee can always be on the ground. Exhale, rotate to the right. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, you take that left elbow to the top of the right thigh. Press palms together, power up the back leg, and then rotate the chest to the thumbs. That right elbow's lifted to the ceiling. Maybe your gaze goes to that right thumb. Take another inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, hands to blocks or floor. Good, find that length in the spine. Straighten the back leg if it's bent. Big inhale here. And then as you exhale, drop the back knee. Good, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, shift the hips back, lift the chest, tailbone drops. Exhale here. Find length in the side waist. Full inhale. And as you exhale, bring those hands to blocks or floor. Inhale, straightens that back leg. As you exhale, shift your weight forward so you're coming onto the toenail of the back leg. And then press into that standing leg to lift the back leg, come into that standing split again. Maybe you fold forward. Full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale, lifts the spine. And then exhale, left foot to floor. Full inhale, long spine here. And exhale, fold. Good, pause here, relax the back of the neck, pull in through the low belly. Shift the weight toward your toes. Full inhale here. Long exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, takes those arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Take a nice full inhale, release those hands by your side. Side out, let it go. Second side here. Taking those feet, walking them about hip distance apart, maybe wide as your mat, depending on how low your squat's going to go. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, heels in, toes out, drop into a squat. Take an inhale there. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, heels in, toes out as you lower the hips. Take an inhale there. Exhale, straighten the legs, bring the toes back to neutral. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, find that squat. Good, pause here for an inhale. Full exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice long spine. As you exhale, walk that left foot underneath your hip again. And then on your inhale, take that right leg back, finding that standing splits. Gonna draw in through the belly, lift that right heel as high as you can, maybe fold forward. Take a full inhale here. Stay to exhale. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, that right foot's gonna step back more toward the right side of your mat. Lift the chest as you lengthen, maybe hands to hips to start. Right hip's gonna draw forward, left hip's gonna draw back as your chest lengthens to the top of your mat. Inner thighs trying to squeeze toward one another. Heels drawing toward one another. Maybe hands can release to blocks or floor. Take another inhale here, long spine, shoulder blades draw onto the back. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen any bit. Right hand's gonna stay to the block or floor. As you exhale, left hand to the left hip. Draw that left hip back, inner thighs spiral toward one another as you open the chest to the left. Power up the legs, maybe that left arm starts to reach to the ceiling. Exhale, maybe your gaze goes up as you challenge your balance. Press into that bottom hand. Squeeze the legs toward one another, one more full inhale. Stay to exhale. Inhale, top hand to top hip. Exhale, release the shoulders to the floor as both hands come back to blocks or floor. Take an inhale there. As you exhale, bend into that front knee, wiggle the back leg back, finding that high lunge. So again, coming into a twist from here. So you can have right hand onto the floor, or inhale, lift the chest, hands to heart. Exhale here. Inhale, rotates to the left. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Press palms together, press that bottom elbow into the thigh as you rotate the chest toward the thumbs. Good, top elbow lifts to the ceiling, maybe your gaze goes to that top elbow. And then power up the back leg as you lean into the front leg. Full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, release both hands down. If that back knee is down, lift it up for a moment, take an inhale. Hold to exhale. As you inhale, lower that right knee. Good, exhale there. On your inhale, sweep those arms up, find Anjaneyasana. Draw in through the low belly, lift the chest. Exhale here. Another full inhale. And as you exhale, hands to blocks or floor. Inhale, straightens that back leg. As you exhale, shift the weight forward, come onto the toenail of the back leg. And then inhale, stand on that left leg, lift the chest, lift the back leg. And then exhale, fold any little bit. Good, one more full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, right foot to floor. Inhale, long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Pausing here, taking an inhale, pour the weight forward into the toes. Exhale, relax the head, draw in through the belly. Another couple breaths here. Just feeling the length along the hamstrings, finding your breath, slowing it down. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen long spine. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Inhale, takes those arms up. And as you exhale, press to stand. Good, release those hands down. Take a full inhale here. Side out. Let that all go. Good, making our way down to the ground. Yay. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, heel toe those feet apart, heels in, toes out, start to drop those hips, spine, Malasana. Pause here for a moment. Good, rock a little bit from side to side, lift the chest, let the tailbone drop, just find that nice stretch on the inner groins and hip. And then keeping your balance, reach those arms forward, slowly round into the spine, drop the hips, squeeze the knees in toward another, squeeze the ankles to one another, grab behind the thighs, and then hover the feet. Good, finding that balance on your seat. And then start to lift the legs. Maybe you keep holding on to the legs, continue to breathe. Maybe your arms reach to your toes. Draw the toes back toward your head, squeeze the knees, lift the chest. Good, one more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hugs the knees in. Exhale, feet to floor. Good, as you inhale, walk those hands back. And then slide those feet just ever so slightly forward. Have any props off to your side that you're going to need. That's going to include your strap. And then plant those feet about hip distance apart. We're going to take 5 breaths to get to the floor, using our core, going nice and slow. Take an inhale here. Exhale, roll back ever so slightly and hold. Take an inhale. Exhale, ever so slightly back and hold. Take an inhale. Exhale, round into that low back, go a little bit deeper and hold. Take an inhale. Exhale, a little bit lower, those shoulder blades are still off the floor. Take an inhale. And exhale all the way to the floor. Take a moment there, big inhale. Let it go. From here, coming into a few little stretches for our front body, just opening it up, a little bit of opening of the chest into bridge pose. You have the option, if you are dealing with a shoulder issue or a wrist issue, you can take the block, slide it underneath your hips, and just be a more restorative position, but you're still opening up the front body. If you're good to move, we're gonna move from here. Plant those hands by your side, press those feet into the floor, walk them in, and then as you inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time we're going to hold. Inhale, lifts the hips. Exhale, press down into the hands. Take those shoulder blades, draw them onto your back a little bit more so your shoulders roll to the floor. And then see if you can interlink those hands behind your back. Maybe even press those hands toward the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Press the back of the head into the floor. Draw your heels to your hands as your tailbone goes to your knees. 2 more full breaths here. 1 more full inhale. Stay to exhale. Inhale, unwinds the shoulders. And exhale, slowly lower those hips. Good, pause there, let your knees knock in, feet are apart, distance of your mat. Take a moment there. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to repeat that another 1 or 2 times, or just staying along with this video. Full inhale. And exhale. Good, bring those knees back to center. Take that right ankle over the left knee. Flex through the foot. And then as you inhale, start to draw the knee into the chest. Wrap your hand around the back of that thigh. And then send that right hip forward. Coming into a little figure four pigeon pose on our back. Drawing those knees in just ever so slightly. Just finding that stretch on the hip. We did a lot of balancing using those hips today. Now just slowing the breath down, getting into some more slower, longer holds. Good, nice full inhale here. Stay to exhale. Inhale releases that thigh. Exhale, place that foot on the ground and then switch it out. Right foot comes down, left leg over the right, and then draw that right knee in. Send that left hip forward slightly, flex through both feet, draw the toes back, and then start to hug that knee in. You're resisting foot into leg, leg into foot, so it's an active stretch. So this hip area has some activity going on. You can even press your left elbow into that left thigh. Another full inhale here. Hold to exhale. Inhale releases that leg. Exhale, feet to the ground. Pause there for a moment. Nice full inhale. Long exhale. From here, taking your strap. You're going to take that strap. It could be a towel, it could be a belt, a strap. You're going to take that strap, take the right knee into your chest, and place that strap right around the ball of your foot. If it bothers, if you have bunions or if you have feet issues, something going on with the ball of your foot, you can always press it into the heel of your foot. But try not to place it into the sole of your foot just because it tends to sickle in because you're pulling more on that arch than you are on the outer edge. So just make sure you can press into either the ball of the foot or the heel of the foot as you lengthen that leg straight. Now your straight might be more toward the front of the room or toward the ceiling or even toward the back wall. It all depends on how your hamstrings are feeling. Good, hug muscle to bone, push up into that strap, and if it feels okay, left leg can go long. Good, so just getting into the hamstring here, the back of the leg, and then we're gonna get into the outer hip a little bit. Taking the strap into that left hand and start to draw that leg across your body just a couple inches till you feel that outer hip turn on. Maybe even take your thumb, place it into that hip and draw that hip down to the floor. Just getting into that outer hip a little bit. Both legs are nice and active. Even if that left leg is bent, press the foot into the floor so that it's an active stretch, not a passive stretch. As you inhale, leg comes back up to center. And as you exhale, bend the knee, release the strap, place both feet on the floor and pause. Just notice the sensations in that right leg. And then switching sides. Taking that left leg, pressing the strap into the foot, either the ball of the foot or the heel of the foot. Relax the shoulders. And then kind of notice where your straight is. So you're trying to straighten your leg, push up into the strap, and then maybe that right leg can go long. Just notice the back of the leg here. And then taking the strap into the right hand, placing that left thumb into the hip, and roll that hip down as you draw the leg across your body just a couple inches. So that left hip stays anchored to the floor. If you want more intensity in the stretch, toes come closer to the head. If that's too much, heel goes down toward your extended leg. Inhale brings that leg back up to center. Exhale, bend the knee into the chest. And then release that foot to the floor, bring both feet to the floor. Pause there for a moment. And then coming into a twist here, we're going to start with two legs and then work our way to one leg. Shift your hips to the right. Take both knees, draw them into the chest. Use your left hand, draw those knees over to the left as your right arm opens out. So keeping those knees nice and close to the chest, squeeze ankles, squeeze knees, tailbone lengthens to the end of your mat. Find a little opening for the chest. Take an inhale here. Exhale. You can stay here if you'd like. Otherwise, keep the right knee at your chest. Extend that left leg long. Make that left leg nice and active. And then draw that right knee down with your left hand as you resist that leg into your hand. Just notice where you feel the stretch differently here. Big inhale. Exhale. Hug the knee into the chest. As you inhale, draw the knee back up to center. Exhale, right foot to floor, left foot to floor. Bring those hips back to center. Pause for a moment. And then shift your weight to the left, so you're on that right hip. Draw both knees into your chest. Keep hugging the knees in. Drop those knees to the right as that left arm goes long. Squeeze knees, squeeze ankles. Knees might not touch the floor, no problem. Tailbone lengthens toward the end of your mat. A nice active stretch into the twist. Keep your breathing deep. And if this is feeling good, stay here. Or you can take that right leg, extend it long, roll onto that right hip, and let that left knee go a little deeper to the left. Both legs are active. Right hand presses into that left thigh as the left thigh resists the right hand. That's a tongue twister. Big inhale. Stay to exhale. As you inhale, draw that right knee into your chest, or left knee into your chest. Exhale, release it to the floor as both feet come to the floor. Shift your hips back to center and pause. Okay, go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Rocking from side to side a little. Coming into one of my favorite poses, happy baby. If it's not feeling good for you, you can continue to hug your knees. But take your knees wide, flex your feet up to the ceiling, and then reach up for those inner heels and draw those knees down. Resist hand into foot, foot into hand. Maybe take the legs wider if it's accessible to you. And then rock a little bit from side to side, massaging into the low back, the hips. Take another full breath here. And as you exhale, take those legs up to the ceiling, give them a little shake. And then soles of the feet to the ground. Take one leg at a time, extending it out. Draw those toes out to the side, maybe even open up your legs the distance of your mat. Bring your hands by your side. Palms turn up. Press into the elbows, draw those shoulder blades onto the back as you open the chest. And then let your upper back release to the floor. Rock your head from side to side once or twice. If you have anything that's in your hair right now, like a hair tie or a headband, go ahead and release it to let the head be free. And then press the back of the head into the floor. Maybe get out any little wiggles and make any adjustments so you can feel comfortable. Maybe place a blanket over the top of your hips or your chest. Maybe even cover your eyes. Once you're there, exhale fully. Take a full inhale into that belly, into the chest, and then sigh it out. Repeat that a couple more times if you need to help yourself release any areas that are holding tension. Otherwise, settle into Shavasana, our final resting position, as your body and mind take rest. Allow yourself to settle into stillness, resting mentally and physically, staying with your breath. I'll bring you out of Shavasana with 3 bells. Take rest. breath to come in a little deeper here. Just kind of notice if you feel like you need to stay here and restore. And if you do, please stay. Allow yourself to be here as long as you need to. Let this video play out. Otherwise, start to bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Maybe the wrists and ankles. And on your next breath, reach your arms back behind your head. Slide your feet together. Give yourself a long stretch. And then slowly bend the knees. And then hug those knees into the chest. Give them another squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And then when you're ready, using your arm as a pillow, roll over to one side. Pause here for a moment. Knees are bent, kind of rolling into that arm. Check in mentally, physically, acknowledging the shifts from the practice today. Just acknowledging them. Try not to hold on to them. No attachment. It's in the past. Then extend your top leg. Press into that top hand. Bring yourself up mindfully. Find a comfortable seat again. And once you've found that comfortable seat, allow your eyes to close. Hands either resting on your thighs or at your heart center. Coming into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Connecting again with that intention, with that stillness of body and mind. And allowing the strength, the energy, and the breath of this practice help you as you transition off your mat into your day ahead. We'll seal the practice in with one Om or a sigh of the breath, your choice. Exhale fully here. Inhaling. Bowing your head slightly. Taking a moment. Think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And then holding on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for taking this time for yourself. Hopefully you enjoyed this full body practice today. Come to it time and time again to find that strength, the energy, and the breath that you need. See you next time. Namaste.